Yo guys, it's been a while. I want to finish the the Cortex trading bot. In latest videos, we saw that there were lots of issues related to the PyQuotex library, one of the Cortex library. In latest video, I tried another one. I also, in between the videos, I started to contact. I tried to reach the community behind that library, which was supposedly not used anymore. Oops. But I saw that there were still people in that community working on it, willing to help me, which I appreciated. Um, we'll see what's happening there. See that person. That was the library that I decided to use, and it was very unreliable. Always, sometimes trade that were winning were outputted as a loss. It was the same thing for the opposite too, which was not very practical in the context that we want our customer to be satisfied and having reliable signals to be applied to his account. So the issue was I needed to downgrade Playwright version, which also required me to downgrade other stuff. Um, so that guy, which is the owner of the library, he said try this, and I will try it right now just to see what's happening. For the sake of it, I'm gonna remove the PEnv, the environment that I did for the project, because it doesn't really matter. Um, I will delete it, I will reinstall it. Just restart this. I also add my own fork of the library. I think it was this library or uninstall. I would like to use the latest the latest Python version, and their API. What? Oh, 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 oh. That's so dumb. I'm setting it, bro. Jeez. I would like to use the local. How can I do this again? Okay. Do I really want the lattice? Sure. Now, let's use the one that I was using. It's actually uh, I'll not install anything from now. From the requirement. Uh, I'm just discard this. Hmm. That was the original exchange that was working well for me. But we're gonna test the code that the guy told me to. From the original library. and quarks. I'll just put in the text import config parser. I'm gonna initialize this and email change. Just here we just gonna set the browser, which I think actually I'll put it in the same. Oh no, just one step back because I had this here. Just delete it. So it should create a browser directory there. Okay, so my issue was is I a bit. Okay. Let's just solve this way. Let's just try this. I'll just remove this for now because I want to see. One of the issue with that library was when I imported, it was asking for the email and password, which was not practical in our context. So we're gonna test like that. Mhm. Playwright should have been installed. Okay, so first issue. That's actually on. Let's see what's that. Okay. .12.12.5. If we look at this, okay, that was done. So setup tool should fix this. See, so the client is not initialized. When you initialize the class, there is nothing related to Cortex API that's starting. So running that main loop shall not start this. It's so weird. I hate it. I understand it need to be initialized, but like, come on, it's not very useful. Um, but just importing in the file, not even initializing the client, ask me for which doesn't make sense at all. At all. Okay, let's still use it for the sake of it. I'm just gonna mask this one momento. Okay, so I've set the information. I know it's not practical, but anyway, let's just try it. Cortex, okay, so it's not asking it if it was initialized once. So let's just put back the code. Just doesn't make sense at all. If I remove all the options, what does it do? Email and password are required, but okay. The browser was created here. I mean, now it's working on the latest Python, which I'm not gonna talk too quick, too fast. I remember there was some issue with, yeah, it was the user agent thing, I think. Pretty sure that was the initial issue. Yeah, which was related to, okay. I'm just gonna start my VPN because Cortex is banned in my country. And it was Serbia that I was using. I'm gonna run it again. So I guess what he meant in the I guess what he meant was this was the fix, but it's still requiring on importing the. It still required my user to initialize it once. It's not the end of the world. Pretty sure he's gonna be able to work with that. I just hope it's not gonna break as it was before. And after that, we are going to update the Cortex Exchange file that we actually were using to see if if that library is more reliable than the other. Huh? Okay. That's all. Just gonna activate the network log in case it's that issue. Also gonna go straight up there. Cortex. And my account is working. Do, 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 do. Wing. Just gonna see something. Just gonna log out. Makes sense. Email. Input control cabinet. Ah, that's cool. So it seems that the website changed since the latest the latest video. It's the only reason that I could think of. Uh, I mean, there's nothing with cabinet. Ah, that suck. Since that issue was opened, maybe Cortex changed the website because now I get I'm using a Serbia VPN and website available on browser, but I can't find anything related to input control or cabinet input anywhere. Inspecting the page. Ha! So nice. I just see something happen. No, I'm still the latest. That's terrible, terrible. This closed 2 days ago. Today ago that was fixed. So it's still working for them. And it's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Hmm. That's pissing me off too. The user agent is actually hard coded here. Let's just see what it looked like. Just for the sake of it. Hmm. Oh, that's because of Cloudflare. Yep. Oh, that will make sense. That will so make sense. Hmm. Let's check if there is another server that will actually let me. Okay, so Bulgaria is not a thing. And the wind begin to hum. Pretty sure the only available country that I have that is allowed is Serbia. We're cooked. Okay. No, 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 no. No. There must be one country except Serbia. Come on. Come on. Hmm. What should I do? I'll try again with Serbia, but yeah, so the fact that the library is a thing, the Cloudflare, it kinda uh, I remember seeing something about that. Was it on that? Was it on this library? I'm not sure. Ah, what does that mean? Up the right. What is the version that we install? Install playwright. Okay, 147. 4. 144. Okay. Let's try this. Let's uninstall it. And let's install that one. Let's also remove the browser. Because that VPN was working. That I know. Right, install. That's in Firefox, yeah. Something funny though. I don't understand why SF set session. Huh. Okay. It's not very important. Yeah, so the Cloudflare was the issue. Gonna reference upon checking whoa. What does that mean, bro? Upon checking this and can I reference also a file? No. Case broker.p from your package and setting headless to false. I can see hitting Cloudflare. I do not in my usual browser. So I'm downgrading playwright pair let's go, brother. So that's cool because there is someone that actually um that's actually working on that library, which I think it's important, especially that we're relying on it or maybe future updates let's say Cortex website change or stuff like that. So I hope this fix is gonna work because I really want to finish this job and I want my customer to be happy. We'll see. Okay, I'll just go fill my coffee. Yay! Okay. Let's see. This is so long. Let's go. Am I using... Is Playwright installed? Right. I mean... I'm not sure why not. That's a bit long in my opinion. Come on, bro. It's weird because it's like I am... No, that's... Wait. Playwright 144, yeah. Just try to boost it a bit. For what it's worth. Let's go! Okay. That's so weird though. You know what? Let's fix back this to true. Let's see if it's taking as much time. Maybe it's related to what I changed. Yes. We good, but we good. Okay, so we successfully running the library. Back headless false work. Okay, so one thing important to notice here is we want the customer to use Playwright. That version. So we're gonna install this before, and instead using this one, we're gonna use that one. Yep. Yeah, okay. So let's see if it's more reliable. So what we were doing was code, there's nothing code. Okay. So what we wanted to ask ChatGPT was okay, so I successfully installed the library that I want. Here is my Exchange class, and here is a test file working with a new library. Please convert the Exchange class with the new initialization of the library and use these examples to fill my functions per the new class. I'm just gonna go there. Let's see what ChatGPT return. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. No, I don't think he understood. Oh yeah, he did. So that's acceptable. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it and just convert what we were missing. Is main. Don't really need this. There is no is run. Process trade. Yep. Yep. That will make sense. And we want to. Do I still have the test? Yeah, I still have the test. And we're gonna load the quarks. here. You don't need to load there. Email password. We also loading this here. We can let that hard coded for the sake of it. I don't know if max retry is used. No. Practice should be used at some point. OTC will be used too. Disconnect, check connect. Bypass, check this open. Okay. And what we will do, I'm pretty sure it's gonna, yeah, just gonna trade one trade, which is the latest trade from that group. Because remember, we are fetching from a Telegram group. Exciting. Let's just go see on Quotex if the trade was actually placed. I think we are bypassing here. Here? Are we bypassing it? So remember at some point we were bypassing the true. Oops. No. We're extracting the trade. Execute. Oh. So actually. Wait. Yeah, it's 3. So yeah, it's 3 minutes. That's good. I think so. Codex exchange. Yeah. Okay. We're getting the expiration minute. It's okay. I mean, it's working better than what it was before. The trade was actually placed. Oh, yes, that feels good. It was a put, yeah. Just gonna bypass it for now for next time because I would like to do more testing. In terms of minutes, I'm just gonna leave it 1 minute. We will place the trade. Waiting for the trade. See the Restendo thing? I don't know what this is at all. It's not the end of the world. And that trade was placed at which time? Okay. So it's for about 5 minutes. Gonna see to if the martingale still, the logic behind it still working. I'm gonna open more trades too in the same time. I want to see how it reacts. Just gonna check on Telegram on my phone with the latest trades. Yeah, that's working as expected. That's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad this is working. Okay, so just gonna this we can close it for now. We can close this for now too. Just gonna delete the database. And I think I had something mass pass trade. And we are going to fetch 5 lattice trade. See, this is okay. Because each fuck. So I think it's gonna process just one trade at a time. Because we are trying to initialize the class for each trade. So I will try to reuse the same client in the same. Actually, I don't think it's worth it because the concept of the group that we're following is just making one trade at a time, so it's not the end of the world. Let's see. Kind of want it to be a less so we can see. Okay. Okay, I'll close the video for now. I might continue it and just join the two of them. But we have the most reliable Quotex Python class because people are still working on it. It seemed to be working as expected. What's next for this code is to reuse the Cortex Exchange class because we are initialized the client here. And what we would want is to reuse it over the trades. So we can send multiple trades to Cortex without closing it in between, and maybe also without, there is a wait thing that's happening. I would like it to be possible to create multiple trades at the same time. So that would be the next thing. But of course, if we just do one trade at a time, which is the purpose of this bot, which is listening one Telegram group, the way I made it is it's possible to add groups and other exchange, but like what's the trader that my customer want to follow does, it's only one trade at a time, and it's always one by one, one after one. So I don't think it's gonna be a big issue. I'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so basically this is the last video of this series. Yesterday I did an hour. We successfully installed the Cortex Python library, um, which was oh, which was pQuotex from Clayton Lionel. We successfully just gonna add it to the note too. We required to install that playwright version and this from the Git. So that's a requirement of the script. I don't think there was something else that needed to be done. Of course, I was using a VPN from the newer version of Playwright was for whatever reason hitting some Cloudflare because pQuotex library use Playwright to get the information needed from Cortex by logging in, and then using the token they extract, most likely, we are able to interact with their private API. So now it's time to finish all the little details and install on the customer computer because you want to test. I'm not going to record that, but I want to go over the last change. So basically what I'm going to do, there's some stuff. I'm just going to check it here. Group class, group ID. Okay, so basically I would like to move this here. Here, here. So the customer doesn't need to play with that. And also what I'm gonna do here we're gonna do this group ID. We're gonna go in the configuration, Magic Trader group, group ID. That's actually like this. Oops. Just gonna do everything properly. This way. Gonna have a sleep time. That's gonna be an integer. Gonna be 10. Max pass trade here was set to 5. Max pass trade, max time in second per Telegram message. Max time. Max time. Max time. And what we're gonna put here, actually, we're gonna put an hour in seconds. So 60 for 60, 60, no. I'm so retarded. 1 hour, there is 60 minutes, 60 multiplied by 60 seconds. So retarded. Sorry, guys. So that's gonna be valid for an hour. Any trade that's coming from an hour. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Also, one of the issue that I'm facing right now is I would like to initialize once the Cortex exchange and be able to use it in a trading manner. But what I notice, if I spam multiple sorry, if I spam multiple thread for that, sorry, I'm confused. When spamming multiple trade at the same time to the Cortex exchange, it's trying to start multiple client, and I don't want that. I want one client that's gonna be reused over and over. That should be the proper way. Since we are waiting in the group, we are initializing Telegram once, and we are waiting for. I think yes, yeah, we are initializing a client here. What I would like to do is also initialize the exchange. Actually, execute trade, process trade. Yeah, so instead creating the exchange here, what we're gonna do is trying to initialize the exchange here once, so we might be able to spam trades to it with one client. I think that's acceptable. And yep. And I'm trying to think. I mean, let's try it. Just gonna set this and max time here. Instead putting that value, I'm just gonna put a big ass number. I'm gonna fetch past five trade. Gonna remove the database. And yeah. Let's see if we're able to do this. Okay. Group ID. Self group ID. $969. I mean, instead using the group ID, let's just use the module name. I don't see why it will not work properly. Yeah. Okay, so we have here too many. It's the same issue than previously. Oh no. Yeah. So it's all gonna fail. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay. So that's not good. We are initializing. Okay, when we are executing process trade, look, what we're gonna do is I'm not sure it's gonna work because I'm gonna connect once, but I think that here it might not work properly. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go back to our best friend. I think it's this, right? No. This, oh yeah. But in exchange, Magic Trader Group, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. But does it? Wait, magic. Okay, let's just do this. And we're gonna do this. None. Which one? Yes. Oh, really? Okay. Initialize exchange. Yo. I don't think it's worth it actually to do all that change, considering there is just one trade at a time. So instead of breaking our head, what we're gonna do? Gonna set this, and we're just gonna fetch max one trade. It just makes more sense to me. It does, because the group that we are listening to is just one trade at a time anyway. So for that, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. As long as my customer is happy. Just gonna remove the database. Just gonna see if it works. Okay. Next thing that we need to fix too is the expiration minute. This I bypassed it, but and also the time str. We want that. Let's say it's at 10:50. It's UTC time. I'm pretty sure. What we want is to be able to wait until that time exactly, and start the trade at the same moment and the gap. Oops. Oh, that's the issue of my VPN. Just gonna do one last test. Huh? Okay. Maybe it's because my VPN was not ready. Okay, so login successful. Trade could not be placed. Huh. Let me just go check something. OTC. Because I remember maybe that's closed. Maybe the symbol is closed. I remember I had the logic to use OTC if the configuration allow it. Yeah, OTC, yes. Practice, yes. Okay. Gonna fix practice and okay. What is it? Yep, that's most likely it. It's closed. Does it trade right? Yeah. Okay. Basically, I'm just gonna go there. OTC. Okay. I had something that was okay. This I'm gonna need that. Database, Cortex. If self practice, if it's not, oh no, wait. If self practice is not yes, is not yes, self client real, and it's gonna be the same thing for OTC. If asset is closed, wait. Trade could not be placed. I'm just gonna debug here something. Asset data. Just gonna retry it real quick. Just gonna get the data, OTC. I'm confused. Placing trade. But it's weird because it's wait, status. Trade could not be placed. It's weird because yesterday it was working. We are clearly removing the thing here. It's done because, okay, wait. Let me just get another one, which is, I don't want OTC. Jesus Christ, it's all OTC. I'm gonna need to leave soon because my phone is coming, but there is something bothering me with that. Um, what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna do this. Gonna do this. I just want to see if the issue is this, if it's OTC or not. That's so weird. It must be that. I knew it. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is if self OTC is that it? Yeah. If self OTC equal not equal yes, yes, we're just gonna append to the instrument this. So worst case, it's gonna return an error here, probably because OTC disabled. Yeah, makes sense. Just gonna see if it was a win. Was it? Yep. Nice. Yeah, yeah. It does make sense to do this. So next thing is I hope it's gonna fail so we can see that Martingale is still working because it was. Just gonna check something too related to the Martingale. Execute the big fat debug. Oh yeah, it's gonna end up as a loss anyway. Okay, it's okay. I mean, there is other stuff that we could consider. I know we should store the trade ID in the database. I made something related to that. It's not the end of the world because I know what my customer is gonna do is just gonna run this as we are currently right now, literally. Big fat win. Come on. Yeah, so also with the wait time, with the proper wait time, what we want is we want to place the order right at the proper time. Ah yes, fail bro, fail. Okay, basically, sorry, I've been just checking everything. Everything is stable. I've been trying to basically in the configuration. This is the base unit, the martingale, etc., the group ID. We only fetch one trade at a time, the latest one from the Telegram group. That's the time in second that is considered as valid too. So if the message in Telegram is older than X amount of second, we're not gonna consider it. And it's important to just run one trade at a time. It's gonna fit. See, that was a win, so that's acceptable. So I've been trying to test the martingale. I remember it's working. And what's left right now, the only thing left before I put it on your computer so you can use it, is to use the time zone, to use the time, and to properly to wait the exact moment so we can up in the trade as the same time than the trader. Yeah. So just gonna show you again. So the symbol is odd GPI. Just gonna wait it connect. It's connecting successfully. And placing trade. Also, there is the option to use OTC or not. You can see the trade was placed for a minute. I bypass all the time for a minute, so it's just gonna be easier. I'm gonna tell you if it fell or not. I want it to fail so bad. Okay, so the base bet is $10, right? This one is gonna fail. Hello. Hello. Okay, so that's a loss. Applying martingale. Placing a trade for 20, double, that's good. Here you go. So martingale working properly. Okay, after that I'm gonna take a pause. I'm gonna join the 2-3 video that's gonna be done two together for the final video. And yeah, as I said, what's left is just placing the trade here because that's a thread. So what we're gonna do is we want the before the wait, let me just find it. here, that placing trade thing, which is here. Before that, we want to use some sort of function like that. That's gonna wait for the entry time. That's fetch here. And we might also use the time zone to be sure to get the lattice data properly. And we won with the martingale, brother. That's nice. Okay, see you later. Okay, so we're gonna finish this once for all. We added the OTC thing. Put back the expiration minute. Now what I want is to tell ChatGPT that I want to solve the entry time properly. I'm just gonna put back the I want here in the butt that it should wait the proper time. Enter the trade per current UTC time. Trades usually 2 min before the time. Be only if not in Martingale. The two other steps are right after. Get time zone offset. Oh, yeah. Is Martingale. Okay, so first, datetime is already there. We're gonna give is martingale, it's gonna be false by default, and here we're gonna do true because wait, what? Yeah. Because we're on a martingale. Here it's martingale. Wait. Yeah, we didn't show it. Yeah, okay. We can add it here. It's gonna be false per default. Process trade. Process trade is martingale. And we're gonna do this way, bypass process. That makes sense. So here we are calling the same. Here is going to be true. Here it's false. That's the initial. Here is going to become true. Here is going to become true. So in process trade, process trade quarks is martingale is going to become true too. So that would make sense. Then sorry. Expiracy minute direction. Yeah, that size. Time zone offset, but the offset here is -3. But it's a string. So what we're gonna do is replace get time zone. We're gonna replace the minus one. Yep. Get UTC trade time. Time zone offset. We're gonna delete this because we wait for it's not gonna be needed. Just before placing the trade, we're gonna wait. If not martingale, wait until trade time. I'm not gonna use it. Get UTC trade time, wait until time. Convert to a datetime object. Datetime UTC now. Makes sense. Datetime combine. Wait until the specified trade time. It should not wait 2 minutes. What I meant is, let's say the trade 1050 is 3, i.e. get the trade in Telegram probably at 10:48. I want that when the code receive should wait until 10:50. Okay. I mean, fuck. Wait. I mean, okay. Let's try this. Oops. Uh, okay. So at 10:50, I don't know what is the current UTC time. Mhm. Let's do this. UTC time. -376. I think it's related to this. So yes, we are connecting to Cortex even before checking the time, which is fine. That's what we want. I wonder something though. The trade time has already passed. Uh, okay, I'm just gonna add something to ChatGPT because is that mean that if let's say script is running, I get a trade for 1050, which most likely gonna be entered in 2 minutes. The Now I'm fetching an old trade from let's say yesterday. Does the toDate function suppose that the UTC time return is the same date as processing it right now or past 1050? Yeah, the trade time for today's date by conquering the time for the message between if you're seeing it will be interpreted at the time that's already passed today. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to handle that. It doesn't matter at all because we are already handling in the configuration we can set the max time already and it's using the Telegram messages date. So considering the bot is fetching new trade like what each 5 seconds, each 10 seconds, there is no need that. Actually, I'm gonna switch that in the loop. There's a Telegram loop somewhere. Process group message. Uh, is there time? There's no sleep. Oh yeah. Yeah, so each 2 seconds, what I'm gonna do, the sleep time, we're gonna put 1 minute because the trade are always 2 minutes before in that particular group. So it's just gonna request less data to Telegram. I think it's appropriate to do this. So yeah, that makes sense. I think we are ready. Sorry if I was not clear about what I just asked ChatGPT was because the current trade that we're testing with is at 1050 UTC, which I think it was past. It was like this last night, last morning, whatever how you say it. So what I wanted to know is, considering I don't have the date, I'm not giving the date, the day in the function related to dates here. So it's just supposing that we are using today's date. So considering we are having a trade that happened, we fetch it. We need to wait most likely 2 minutes to come in. Yeah, and we're gonna wait time, total second. Yeah, we're gonna go right in the trade at the proper moment. It's gonna be perfect. Just gonna see just gonna check the martingale if it's working properly. Okay, so I think that's gonna actually finish that these episodes. I'm just gonna go over the code for the sake of it. We have a database. We have the requirement that use pQuotex from Clayton Lionel, which was very nice, by the way. We are using Playwright, that version specifically, that work well with pQuotex. We're not hitting Cloudflare. Also using Teleton. Um, I need to write the README too for that. I will obviously use ChatGPT. We can remove that test. So yeah, we have a database using SQLite tree. We have a configuration file that connects to Telegram, also Cortex Exchange stuff. We can create new exchange and new groups. That's a Telegram group that have its specific rules. We have the main code. The main code is... That's actually weird that we are using this here. Yeah, we actually don't need this. Nor this. Okay. We are able to load initializing database. We can actually remove the trade ID from that. We don't really need it. We can dynamically load group classes from the directory because we have a directory here for groups here. We have a template that mostly each wait, I'm just see. I'm just gonna drop this here. Yeah, we can do stuff like that. That's required, most likely. Yeah, that's required. So that's the template. We can then get a specific exchange for that group, that Telegram group. We are importing it. We getting the configuration related to that exchange. We are passing it and initializing the exchange. I see here. Yeah, so here we are not loading the exchange here, but it's okay. We have a template engine to detect a trade for whatever group. We do not accept empty messages. We can, like if I take this example, no empty messages, then we can, based on that, we determine that it is a trade. We're getting the data that we want, and we are returning true and the data are false and none. And we can have specific strategies applied to that group. In the Magic Trader group, it was specific that we wanted, like, we're loading the exchange here. We are having an initial bet and the amount of martingale that we want to retry the trade. We have a built-in function that's going to be called initially, not as a martingale. Then if it fails, we're going to double the size of the bet. And we're going to recall in. We are calling the exchange class that we set here, that was set in the configuration. We give all the data that we have. We have the bet size. Here, I don't like it because it's specific to that group. It kind of pissed me off. Because let's say you will have another group that doesn't have a martingale. I mean, Wait. It's not the end of the world considering we could rename this we could rename this just for the sake of it and call it do we wait? Simple as that. Because the point of sending that that thing is to wait until the proper trade time. And because if it's the second or third step, or like if it's not the initial step of the martingale, we don't want to wait for the same entry time. We want to up in now. So that's appropriate. So basically the template, the magic trader group was calling process trade from that exchange that we're loading. Process trade here is getting the return data, base bit size, which is appropriate. You know, we can, if we create a new group that doesn't have a martingale, we can still, I'm going to rename it again here. And let me just, yeah, like it doesn't mean anything. And oh, that we can remove that here too. So here we have the martingale logic, but here processing the trade, we get the return data, the trade data. Let's put it this way: the base bet size, the do we wait. We are calling it an asynchronous loop, and we're going to return the result. We're calling bypass process trade because it needed to be async, and that function was not to be async. So we are connecting self-connect, mostly connect to Cortex Exchange. If we are not in practice, we're changing the account to real. If not, we just stay in practice, which is all specific to that practice. Or using OTC2 is the same thing. If OTC is yes, we're adding this to the instrument. If not, it's gonna fail anyway. If there is only OTC available and the other symbol is not available or closed, it's gonna fail here. So OTC, we're getting the direction to if it's a call or a put. We're getting the expiration minute. All that from the return data argument. We also have the best bet size and the do we wait. Here we have the wait time conversion that was specific to that group and the do we wait thing that we just did. Again, here yeah, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. I don't know what's force open parameter. Oh, that's already something related to OTC. That's interesting. If check as set, if force open, condition OTC, if not. I'm not gonna use it, but that's interesting. I'll think about that. For non-martingale trade for non-do we wait trade, wait until the specific time. Then we are placing the trade for on that instrument, expiration minute, direction, bet size. That's gonna return the status and the trade info. Then we're gonna check the win. We could work a bit on that and not wait the check win here. So we could process multiple trade at the same time, but I just want to give my customer the code that he wants because I know he's gonna use it as it. Yeah, so that's it. I don't think there is anything else related to this. We have we have the Cotex exchange, which also have specific. Wait. Just remove the test here. Bypass process trade. Process trade doesn't need to have this. We can fetch it from here. We can fetch it from here. Yeah, I mean, that's how. That's. I'm quite proud of the fact that I created a template for the exchange and the group, so that could be developed to new groups. It's easily editable, even if you don't understand a lot coding. Like, I mean, it's easy to ask ChatGPT again to just change that function for a new format or extract new data or adapt to a new group template. It's quite straightforward, and I think it's gonna be harder a bit for. Okay, it's gonna be harder for a specific exchange. Like every exchange have their own library, of course, and it might be different. But the logic, as there is, as long as there is a process trade function that return win or loss, we can return win, loss, or error string. Win, loss, or error string. That's mostly it. Yeah, so we have template for exchange, for group. We have the main file configuration that's easily editable, and we have the database that very simple. It look like this. Okay, which is just for trades. We have the chat ID. I think it's the message, so we don't get multiple trade by message. Group ID and the content that we are actually extracting. Yeah. So it was a pleasure to create that program. I might actually use it myself. It's kind of fun. And I'm curious because the group having very good stats. Let's see how that goes, brothers. And thank you for following that beautiful adventure of coding.